Good afternoon, everyone. I welcome all of you to the lecture Advanced Software Engineering and Technology. In today's lecture, we are going to discuss about system design activities and addressing design goals. System design activities addressing design goals. In this section, we describe the activities needed to ensure that subsystem decomposition address all the non-functional requirement and can account for any constraint during the implementation phase. This we will see in this presentation. Is it visible? Is this presentation visible to you? Jyoti, is it visible to you?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, okay. In this section, we describe the activities needed to ensure the subsystem decomposition to make the system. Suppose there is very big system, very big software requirement we got. Now we want to design this big system, and this is difficult to design this big system, so we have to make their decomposition means the smallest part according to their subsystem address. According to the address, suppose for printing we will make one part, for display we will make one part, for data storage we will make one part, for web hosting we will make one part. All these according to the subsystem, according to the addressing of subsystem, we will make their different component means decomposition, address all the non-functional requirement and can account for a constraint during the implementation phase. This is we are doing this segmentation, decomposition. All are these non-functional things. All are these non-functional. This is not functional thing. This will not work until we join this decomposition. Until we join this subpart into the one system, till these are not functional things. Once we design and implement and join these all these constraints, then and then it will become a functional thing. In section 6.4, we identify as a set of design goal and design as a initial subsystem decomposition for MyTrip. There is one example of MyTrip software. In MyTrip software, their subsystem is initialized and decomposes according to their subsystem functions. Uh, we refine the subsystem decomposition by, now we want to refine this decomposition system to make refine this. This is example of MyTrip. To refine MyTrip project system decomposition, there we have to for refined system decomposition, we have to consider mapping subsystem to processor and component. Mapping subsystem to processors and component. Any component if we design, there is their own processor to process the data. So mapping the subsystem and to processors and components. After that, identify and store the persistent data. Then provide access control, designing the global control flow. Then identify the services and then identify the boundary conditions. Then review the system design model. All these components are the system design activity addressing design goals. These are the goals we have to address into the system subsystem addressing. First one, selecting a hardware configuration and platform. Many systems run on more than one computer and depends on access to an intranet or the internet. We know selecting hardware configuration platform according to the hardware of the company. Suppose we are designing one software for company, we have to first examine their hardware. According to the hardware we have to design the software components. Many systems run on more than one computer. Now suppose there are two computers, then our software should be run on these two computers and depend on access to an intranet. We can access one computer from another computer through the intranet, or we can from long distance we can access one computer to another computer using internet. If their direct connection is not in the router, then in that case we have to use their internet, so that data can be exchanged, software can be exchanged, and software can connect to one computer to the another computer. The use of multiple computer can address high performance need and interconnect multiple distributed users. High performance need and interconnected multi distributed users. We can connect multiple users if there is multiple requirement of the company. Then according to the hardware we have to design the software so that our software will work on the many or multiple distributed users. As a bank, if we visit in the bank, we know in the bank there are the multiple computer are connected to the one computer, and many more places such type of example we can see. Consequently, we need to examine carefully the allocation of subsystem to computer and design of the infrastructure for supporting communication between subsystem. Therefore, we have to examine all the configuration of the computers in the company first. Before designing the software, before taking the requirement, we have to examine on which computer our software will implement or installed after giving giving to the company. So we have to decide that, we have to examine properly and then allocate the subsystem to the computer and the design of the infrastructure for supporting communication between subsystem. These computer are modeled as node in UML deployment diagram. These computers, this computer we have to make a model in the UML diagram. We have to design UML diagram for such type of example, because the hardware mapping activities has significant impact on the performance and complexity of the system. Because the hardware impact is very large impact, very high impact on the system design. We are designing the system, we will implement the software. After designing the system, we have to implement, we have to make the coding for that, but we have to study the hardware of the company before giving them software. Before taking their requirement, we have to examine properly, because the hardware is totally software is totally depends on the hardware, on which hardware we will install that software. Therefore we have to take the uh, requirement of hardware also. We have to understand, we have to examine all the hardware configuration before taking the requirement of the software. We perform it earlier in the system design. Before system design, we have to perform the examination of the hardware. Mapping subsystem to processor and components. Selecting hardware configuration also includes selecting a virtual machine onto which the system should be built. Now, on which system should be built, selecting hardware configuration, we have to also select virtual machine on which system will be built, on which system will be added. The virtual machine include the operating system and any software component that are needed, such as database management system or communication package. Sometimes suppose there only our software run in open source or platforms. In that case, we have to use their virtual machine, and in virtual machine we can install our software. Though there is a license operating system, we can add there in license operating system a virtual box, virtual machine. In that virtual machine we will add their open source OS, and then our software we have to install on that. You look at, suppose here you see here, this is the Windows operating system we have installed in this computer, Windows 10 operating system. Now suppose we want to do some task on Linux operating system. There we have to use virtual machine. In this computer we have used Oracle VirtualBox. You see this Oracle VM virtual machine. This Oracle virtual machine is there, and in this we can add our software which we required. You look at here we have installed Kali Linux OS in the virtual machines. Similar kind of virtual machine we have to use there if the software required it. So the virtual machine include the operating system and any software component that are needed, such as database management system or a communication package. The selection of virtual machine reduces the distance between the system and hardware platform on which it will run. Why virtual machine we require? To reduce the distance in between hardware and the platform where our software will run. Suppose our software will run on Linux operating system. Now we are using here Windows operating system. In this Windows operating system we have to install first virtual machine, and then there we can install Linux operating system. So this computer we can use for our software purpose. The more functionality the component provide, the less development work is involved. Now there we get the more functionality from less of the work. Similar, through this similar computer we can use another functionalities of the software. We can use here Linux operating system in this computer. Now we are using Windows operating system. Suppose some software only run in the Linux operating system, therefore we have to install here in this operating system, we have to install virtual machine, and in that virtual machine we will add our Linux operating system, and after that we will add there our required software. So there the less development work required. We not require more. We not require any program to do for such type of a task in the computer. The selection of virtual machine, however, may be constrained by a client who acquire hardware before the start of the project. This is based on the selection of the virtual machine is based on client's requirement, what client's hardware is there and what functionality he needed. It can be difficult to estimate whether the building a component cost more than buying it. The cost of that is less than the buy of that product. Using the virtual machine is less costly than we will develop our own software which will be run on Windows, and there we will add our software. That will be difficult or costly. So mapping subsystem to processor and components. Example, my trip. We deduce from the requirement that planning subsystem and routing subsystem run on two different nodes. This MyTrip is one software, and there are two subsystems in this MyTrip software. This planning subsystem and routing subsystem. These both subsystems run on two different nodes. On different computer they will run. The former is based on services of an internet host. The latter run on the onboard computer. First, this will run on the web browsers, and after that on the host computer. The figure 7.4 illustrates the hardware allocation for MyTrip with two devices called onboard computer and web host, and an execution environment called Apache. There the execution environment is used Apache in MyTrip project, and there are two subsystems, onboard computer and web host computer. On these two computers this software will be run, this software will be execute, and there are, for implementing this routing subsystem and planning subsystem and web hosting and onboard computer, their Apache server is used. Apache's environment is used. We select a Unix machine as a virtual machine. Their Unix machine, just we see in Oracle virtual machine, similar kind of machine is used to install the MyTrip. Unix machine as a virtual machine. For the web server, there Unix OS is used, and the web browser Safari and Internet Explorer as the virtual machine for the onboard computer. And for the onboard computer, there Internet Explorer browser is used in the virtual machine. You look at this diagram, this picture will be clear. In figure 7.4, allocation of MyTrip subsystem to devices and execution environment, UML deployment diagram. This is the UML deployment diagram. A routine subsystem run on the onboard computer. Routine subsystem run on the onboard computer. On this computer, this routine subsystem is run, and on Apache server. Here the Apache web server environment is used, and you see here is the device. There are two devices connected to each other with the web host and planning subsystem. Web host Apache server is used, and on that Apache server there web hosting is created, and on this web hosting, if we want to search this information, we need there some browsers. Using the browsers we can onboard computer and routine subsystem, there our software is installed. In this diagram you can see the allocation of MyTree subsystem to devices and execution environment. This is execution environment. Apache is execution environment, and routing subsystem run on the onboard planning subsystem. This computer, this routing subsystem will run on this onboard computer, and this will run on the planning subsystem. This will connect it to the planning subsystem, and this is on the Apache server. Apache server. If we see the web hosting require a server. On that we have to add our database using the web host. Any software, if you want to design, there we require web server. In web server there we need web hosting on the web server, and to access this we required a browser, and browser need a system to install this browser, like Internet Explorer we have added in Microsoft Windows. In Microsoft Windows, Internet Explorer is a inbuilt browser. Similar kind of software we need as a browser to access this software, and this software is installed at the web hosting, through the web hosting on the server. This is UML diagram. You have to design this diagram in practical. You have to write the code of this diagram in practical. Once the hardware configuration has been defined and the virtual machine selected, objects of the subsystem are assigned to nodes. Once you have designed virtual machine, we have to select object and subsystem which design on the nodes. These often trigger the identification of new object and subsystem for transporting data among the nodes. In the MyTree system, both routine subsystem and planning subsystem share the objects trip, designation, crossing, segment, and direction. In the planning subsystem, there the objects share on the trip are destination, where we want to go, and crossing, where the routes are crossed, which city will be crossed, and segment, how much stops are there, and direction, on which direction this tour will be planned. Instances of these classes need to communicate via wireless modem using some communication protocol. This destination, crossing, segment, direction, all this information we get through the wireless devices. So we have to design software for wireless devices so that all these information we will be able to acquire using the wireless protocol. We create a new subsystem to support this communication. We have to create communication subsystem, new system to support this wireless communication. A subsystem located on the both node for managing the communication between them. This communication subsystem we have to locate on both the end. Suppose this is one software, this is one computer, and this is one computer. To connect the communication in between two computers, we need to install this communication subsystem on both these computers. This communication system we have to install on the both the nodes, both the computer, to engaged to manage the communication between them. Allocation object and subsystem to the nodes. Next is the allocation object. Uh, we also notice that only the segment constituting the planned trip are stored in routine subsystem. The adjacent segment not part of the trip are stored only in the planning subsystem. To take this into account, we need object in the routine subsystem that can be act as a surrogate. We also notice that only the segment constituting the planned trip are stored in the routine subsystem. There is our routine subsystem in that the plan is added, means destination, locations, cross directions, all that is on the routine subsystem. Adjust the segment not part of the trip are stored only in the planning subsystem. To take this into account, we need object in the routine subsystem. Suppose we want to take this adjacent segment, we want to adjust the destination or the crossover. Therefore, there we, we need object in this routine subsystem that can be act as a surrogate that will take the planning subsystem object. His object this will take, this routine subsystem will take this object, means surrogate to the segment and trip in the planning subsystem. An object that act on the on behalf of another one is called as proxy. If we take the object from planning subsystem to routing subsystem, then suppose from this a object, suppose we have taken here, this will surrogate from here. Now this will act as a proxy of planning, as a proxy. Now you see this a is the part of this routine, but actually this is the part of planning, not routing. This is the part of planning, a is a part of planning, but from this planning this is taken by the routing, and here is the proxy, means a lie. Here is not exactly the object, but it will act as a proxy, we therefore create two new classes. Therefore we have to create two new classes for this and for this, and segment proxy and trip proxy. There were two classes, segment proxy and trip proxy, and make them part of the routine subsystem. And once we have created this part, we will create this part of the routine subsystem, segment as well as the my trip. These proxies are example of proxy design pattern. These are the proxies and example of proxy design pattern, which is shown in the book of Gammas et al. In 1994. He is written, which is in this book, Appendix A.8. You can see detail about this. Now allocating object subsystem to the nodes. In case of replacing by the driver, this class will transparently request the communication subsystem to retrieve the information associated with its corresponding segment on planning subsystem. Suppose in case replacing any by the driver, this class will transparently request the communication subsystem to retrieve the information associated with its corresponding segment. Now we have created one proxy. Suppose a object we have created as a proxy in the account, account, routine routine account. Okay, now this is at routine account, but from where this is surrogated? From the planning. From planning this is surrogated. From planning, this is the planning system. From there it is borrowed at here. Okay, now if we want to communicate with this object, then we have to communicate from here. From here, this is the proxy location. Actually this is at in the planning section, but we will take from here at the routine section, routine subsystem. Finally, the communication subsystem is used for transferring a complete trip by planning subsystem to route assistant. The revised design model and the additional classes described are depicted in the figure 7.5. You can see the figure 7.5. In that all this is given. In general, allocating the subsystem to the hardware nodes enables us to distribute the functionality and processing power where it is most needed. Unfortunately, it is also introduced issues related to the storing, transforming, replacing, and synchronizing data among the subsystem. For this reason, developer also select the component they will use to developing the system. Developer will also use such type of a system for allocating the subsystem to the hardware nodes enable to distributed functionality and processing power where it is most needed. Suppose there is the power needed most at this location. Suppose we have here less power due to some geographic location. Suppose here is a huge industrial area. Here are various industries located: A industry, B industry, C industry, and D industry. And we have power station. This is suppose power station. Power station. Okay. And in this power station only provide the energy only to these three plant. Okay. And for A there is no energy. To provide the energy to this A plant, here in power station they are required to do the load shedding. Load shedding means one day this power will not be distributed to the D industry, to the next day to the C industry, and next day to the B industry. Then and then it is possible to transfer the power to the A industry. This is possible if there is the load shedding. Okay. Now, is it possible to open new industry here? No, it is not possible to start here new industry. So that we have to start new industry here. Suppose here is the sufficient power. Now we have started here another software industry. We have here A industry, and we have to start here A dash industry because of the power or because of the any other problems. This is our another industry. Now we have to access some of the resources from this location to this location. This is one system and this is another subsystem. To transform the data there from here, there we required the allocating subsystem to hardware nodes enable us to distribute the functionality and processing power where it is most needed. Now in this case we will use some functionality. Sometime the resources are surrogated from the A at A dash, but they are not at this location. Unfortunately, it is also introduced the issue related to storing, transforming, replacing, and synchronizing data among the subsystem. For this reason, developer also select the component they will use for developing the system. As a developer, we have to also take the some resources from here to develop here software. Similar kind of a software is there required to the company. Suppose there is a car company at this location, there is also one car company at this location, but there is some power problem or some space problem. Due to this, they want our software should be work here as well as here. In that case, we have to consider the store replacing, storing, transforming, and synchronization data among these two systems. This is one subsystem and this is another subsystem. There we have to think. Now look at the diagram, revised design model for MyTrip UML component diagram. Here is the routine subsystem and planning subsystem. Some of the resources are proxy, trip proxy. Here is the trip and here is the trip proxy. From here it will take the data. Location, destination, and also segment. Here is the segment and segment proxy at here. From here it is from this location it is surrogated at the routine subsystem. In this routine subsystem is surrogated. The trip proxy is surrogated at here. Planning, destination, location. The communication subsystem, to make the communication in between these two, routine subsystem and planning system, there we need a communication subsystem. It will send the message and connect these two system. Communication subsystem, the communication subsystem is responsible for transporting the object from planning subsystem to routing subsystem, from planning subsystem to routing subsystem. There the communication subsystem is responsible. Connection, a connection represent an active link between the planning subsystem and routing subsystem. A connection object handle exceptional cases associated with loss of network services. If there is loss of connection, then this connection will be handled, that exception. Whenever there is power failure, in that case there this will be work. A message represent a trip and its related destination, segment, cross, and direction encoded from transformation. All these location, destination is transferred through the message with the help of connection. This is given in this UML component diagram. This is the component diagram. You see, this is the symbol of component. This is the symbol of component. This is the symbol of component. There are three component connected, three subsystem connected to each other. Which are these? Routine subsystem, planning subsystem, and communication subsystem. Is it understood? Do you have any question? Is it understanding? Yes. Is it understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If you have any doubt, any question on this, proxy, trip, and trip, these objects are surrogated. These objects are taken from the planning at this location because of some of the problem, their space problem, their power problem, or their suppose resource problem, so that some of the objects are shared from that planning subsystem to the routing subsystem. This is given in this UML component diagram. If you have doubt, any question regarding this, please ask. Otherwise, we will stop here. In today's lecture, we have seen the allocation object and subsystem nodes and to the subsystem nodes, and allocating object to subsystem node, as well as addressing the mapping subsystem to processors and components. This is also we seen. And these two, this first part we discuss in today's lecture. Mapping subsystem to processor and component. If you have any doubt, please ask. Otherwise, you can leave the lecture and join another lecture. If you have any question regarding this, Mayuri, Jyoti, Abhijit, do you have any question?
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir.
Then thank you. Have a nice day. You can join another lecture.
Same to you, sir.
Okay, thank you. Bye. Jyoti, you can leave.